Hi Nick, thank you for being here today. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and what do you think about this conference?
So my name is Nick Cowan. I'm the CEO of the GSX Group. We're based in Gibraltar, but we're also based in Singapore, we're based in Hong Kong, we're based in London, so we very much see ourselves as a global organization. This actually is my first technically dedicated conference to tokenized securities. I've been super impressed. Impressed with the panels, impressed with the speakers. It's really, really exciting times. So yeah, I think it's a great conference.
Great, so what do you think about the future of security tokens?
I think we've just started. I think we're just literally on a journey now. I think we've moved from analog to electronic and now we're going into digital. So I see the future as really we are at the starting line of a 20-year cycle. So I see tokenization of existing assets, but also tokenization of equities and fixed income securities, etc. moving forward as being a hugely exciting thing.
Sure. What do you think about the importance of rating and governance in the STO ecosystem?
I think it's vital. I mean, look, we have to think about securities, right? So when we talk about governance, we're talking about regulators. We're talking about securities legislation. That governance is vital. It's different to talking about the ICO market, where there aren't really any regulations. There isn't much governance, but people are trying to tackle that. With securities, that's already in place. So ratings will be the same ratings as securities. Governance will be the same as securities. We're not going to change the way securities are regulated. What you can do is tailor the technology to match the regulations that are out there already.
Sure. So what are the most suitable assets you found to be tokenized?
So we are seeing right now a pipeline. I would answer it two ways. Number one, equities. So particularly the small, medium-sized enterprises, SMEs as we call them, smaller companies looking for access to capital that can tackle or get involved in a digital, but also global liquidity pool. Fixed income securities, very much tokenized funds. We have an interesting pipeline of tokenized funds, but also the tokenization of existing assets. So think about an underlying equity like Sony. Sony, you can now put a wrapper around it, like an American depository receipt, call it a tokenized depository receipt, that can settle through our protocol, called the Stacks protocol. TDRs now become available to trade digitally. That brings the crypto community into the land of securities, which is also really, really exciting.
Sure, last question.
Yeah.
What will be the main center for security token offerings in the world? Asia, US, or Europe?
Gibraltar, no, I think there's, no. But I think we will see, Asia I think is really, really forward thinking. We're seeing that with the regulators, particularly MAS of Singapore. So we have in Gibraltar, in Europe, I think our regulators probably ahead in the EU. Switzerland's pretty forward thinking. I think the States have still got some way to go. But we saw last week that ESMA came out, which is the big European parent regulator of all 27 countries. ESMA came out and said, we now see DLT as an acceptable form of settlement. So they're already getting ready for change coming. So I think what you'll see is it's which regulator will be willing to move the fastest to help the local ecosystem develop tokenized securities. So I think we're probably pretty advanced in Gibraltar. I think Europe's going to catch up, but I genuinely see Asia, because it's so unafraid of innovation, and it's, I think Asia will be extremely fast. And that's one of the reasons why we're here.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Nick, and hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thanks, Bo. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.